Hey everyone, welcome to Rent House channel. Today we continue our Jalan-Jalan shopping mall segment with a visit to another shopping mall called Glo Damansara Mall. Has any one of you been here? Now Glo Damansara is actually a mixed development known as Glomac Damansara. It comprises of a mixed development of 2 blocks of service apartments. There's a 15-story corporate office tower, which I believe is known as Menara Glomac. It's fully occupied, and the anchor tenant there is the Glomac company, which is the property developer of this site. And then at the base podium here, you have the Glo Damansara shopping mall. There is about 4 levels of retail space, inclusive of the lower ground. And I believe there is also a level that they have just converted into some offices as well. So that's on level 5. At the far end, you have Menara Indah Water, which has since become the HQ for IWK. In terms of shopping mall, there's about 200 retail lots and approximately 380,000 of square feet of NLA, or net lettable area. So this mall is actually located in a slightly more secluded area. It's sandwiched between TTDI on the far side, and on the southern side you have Damansara Kim and SS2 on the opposite side. So in terms of catchment, it's actually surrounded by some affluent neighborhoods. But the traffic flow that is coming from Jalan Damansara right into this road here, it's of course much more limited. So therefore I would say that this mall does not have a huge frontage on a major highway. It's just a neighborhood mall. This is the MRT connection to the mall. So I'll be exploring this shopping mall, and I will be walking right down here. In fact, this is actually the main access. If you are heading to the mall car parks, you will have to go all the way to the end. There's a break in between here. This is actually the entrance for the service apartments. So if you're going to the mall, you will have to go all the way to the end. So in terms of mall composition, this mall doesn't have a basement car park. So the lowest car park level for this mall is on level P3A, also known as level 4. And it goes up all the way to level 7. So you'll be expecting to head up for the car park area. Outside here basically is the valet parking area. It gets pretty much filled up almost every day. So I guess people who are coming here for the convenience shopping, or if they're just dropping by for Jaya Grocer grocery shopping, they are likely to just park either on the valet side or outside if it's a short while or short trip. Oh, the valet parking is pretty expensive. It's about 20 ringgit for the first 3 hours. Okay, so this is the main area of the shopping mall. We are on level LG of the mall, and this is probably the most happening floor at this mall. Mailboxes here. Lulu money. And the main attraction, or the center of gravity for this mall, is basically the Jaya Grocer supermarket. Chinese New Year is just around the corner, so as usual you'll find the Chinese New Year goodies right in front. Oh, the prices have gone up a lot. It's 32.88 now. It's a Health Lane Pharmacy there. This is the main escalator to level 1. And there is a little nice bakery cafe here. Our fresco restaurants out there, a couple of them. This is quite a famous Indian restaurant called Jamun. And there are some eateries that line up the main frontage here. There's a Turkish restaurant called Istanbul. Hello. It's a Nyonya restaurant. It's called Nyonya Nyonya. I suppose it's owned by Nyonya Colors, since they have the Nyonya Colors menu here as well. Very nice restaurants here. There's a dim sum shop here called Dim Sum and Me. Oh, very nice decorations inside there, yeah? And that's about it. So this is the lower ground level. And standing right next to the mall is actually a 25-story office tower. This office tower used to be occupied by TM, but it has since changed to Indah Water, and in fact it's now known as Menara Indah Water. So basically it's serving as the HQ for the IWK. So if you are paying your bills, of course other than online, you can actually pay your bills here at the physical counter for the IWK. So that's the end of level LG. So right now we are on the ground floor, and this is how a ground floor of a shopping mall looks like in Klang Valley. There is a Anytime Fitness Center here. I believe this is a new tenant. If I'm not mistaken, there used to be a couple of tenants here. No signs of them. Probably they would have closed up and moved out. There's literally nobody on this ground floor. I saw that there are some children who come here for some artistic gymnastic training. It's quite a waste that, you have so many empty lots that should have converted into some food courts or probably perhaps some good restaurants. There's a restaurant here. It's called Restaurant Yahala. It looks very posh. Restaurant Yahala. And that's about it. Okay. On the far end, as you go out of the mall, you have Bank Rakyat. On the far side, and the direct access to the service apartment blocks right here at this door. So if you are a resident here, the mall kind of provide an additional convenience, but then of course the mall is pretty empty. So the conveniences here are just a little bit lacking in that sense. Some other retail lots here are empty, except for Bank Raya. And this is the main entrance of the mall. Looks kind of gloomy. And that's the end of ground floor. We are currently at level 1. And as you can see, some of the retail lots have been converted into offices. There's a WORQ co-working space here. I was told that the WORQ co-working space is not just on this level. They've taken up some additional space at level 4 as well. And as we go further deep into the mall, you can see there are a couple of retail lots have been taken up as offices. Destiny Football Development Center. Okay, this is something interesting. One shop here. I believe some of these with the roller shutters are previously tenanted by a retailer, but yes, they have moved out. Oh, we have this Eat Cake Today shop right here. I believe they were once in Stunning Mall. They've now moved here. There's some F&B shops at the balcony area. There's one restaurant called Duck Place. On the far end, you can see there is a cookhouse. This is a shared kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. A shared kitchen concept. So what does it mean by shared kitchen? Shared kitchen means if you are F&B operator and if you are reluctant to, or you can't afford to rent a shop to open a F&B business, what you can do is you probably can rent a kitchen here. So basically they are like something like co-working space but for the F&B sector. So they are cubicles of kitchen or desks where you can just rent to cook the food, and then subsequently using the ride-hailing apps to deliver the food. Oh, the up-buy thing is here as well. Used to be in Uptown. Okay. Wonder how many of the shared kitchen tenants are still open. One of the plus points for this shared kitchen is actually the F&B operators will be able to save a lot of money in terms of overheads, in terms of building up their stores. So with this concept, they can just rent the kitchen and, you know, still do the delivery business. And I believe there are also some tables and chairs right in the entrance there. So where they are also possibly serving some dine-ins as well. Although that will be probably a little bit more limited because of the concept where you don't really come to a shared kitchen to dine. So these are some of the shared kitchen tenants. So this is the end of level 1. So right now I'm on level 2. Again, as you can see, it's mostly empty retail lots. There's a gym that is opening soon. Oh, it's interesting. There's Muay Thai and boxing. Some other retail lots. Can you imagine if they didn't open they didn't switch on the lightings for this area? It will be really eerie and dark. On this side, on one end of the mall, there is this anchor tenant. It's called Extra Super Tanker restaurant. This is actually one of the mall's major tenant. Chinese restaurant. Oh, the beautiful scenery up there. So actually there's a lot of things they can do with this mall, in my opinion. Now, many people say the location is kind of secluded, but perhaps a few factors will have to look into it. Like for example, in terms of catchment area, basically the mall is actually located in a pretty good catchment area where it is just right next to the affluent neighborhoods. It's close to TTDI, it's close to the other parts of PJ Damansara. And there is actually a convenient access through the Jalan Damansara. So in terms of location, it may be a little bit secluded, but it has some plus point, I would think. One of it is being a more quiet location, so maybe it can focus on certain businesses, probably increasing the food and beverage footprint will be a good idea. And probably getting some sports retailer or some anchor big tenants that could occupy as many space as possible. This is probably one of the most empty shopping mall in the whole of Klang Valley. On this side, I believe they have converted this space into office. And it's currently, there's only one tenant here, I suppose, which is Al-Ikhsan Sports. So I believe they are using up this space behind these walls as the operating office. It's very quiet. The Al-Ikhsan Sports office. Okay, so this is the end of level 2. So right now we are at level 3. That is pretty quiet here. Nothing much here. Can see the very nice skyline from these glass windows. Other than that, there is a restaurant here called WORQ Garden, but looks like it has been closed. Some empty retail lots here. Oh well, there's nothing much here. As you can see, they are all just empty retail lots here on this level. I think the last time I came here, this level was kind of dark. They actually switched off the lightings, probably to save some energy. So right now, we are on level 3 of Glo Damansara Mall. And I believe there used to be some kind of home and living store from China that were supposed to occupy some of these levels. If I'm not mistaken, they signed a MOU to get the tenant to occupy the space since 2019, but he has since moved out. And you could see that there's something here. It's called the Best Archery Center. Okay, some indoor archery center. International Secondary School. Oh, that's interesting. Doesn't seem to be open. And this is the end of level 3. So on level P3A or level 4, you actually have a retail floor as well. Let's go in and have a look. Okay, it's kind of empty here. This is a fencing studio. Oh, that's interesting, but somehow it's closed. And then there is a Head Start Academy, which not too sure what is it. It's a early intervention for childcare. Okay, I'm pretty surprised there are actually retail on this floor. As you can see, there's quite a number of empty lots, and I think on the other side that would be the WORQ co-working space. It's interesting that they've took up at least a portion of this level. As you can see them, they were at level 1, and on level 3A they are here as well. This is interesting. So you can see the WORQ co-working space here. So this is parking level 7, which is the highest floor. It's at the rooftop of the Glo Damansara Mall. As for the level 6 car park, you can see that it's kind of quite filled up as well. Not too bad actually. We are at the level 5 car park area. As you can see, yeah, there are a lot of vacant spaces for level 5. We are currently at the level 3A or level 4 car park. The level 4 car park is actually quite filled up. And I think this is the most filled up car park level at this mall. And the car park management office is on this level as well. One thing I must say about this car park is that it offers a spectacular views of the surrounding area. As you can see, the 3 Damansara Mall is on the other opposite side. And in the middle here, you can see is uptown where the Starling Mall is. And on the other side, you can see the skyline of TTDI. So what do you think about this shopping mall? Kindly comment below about your opinions and also suggest how this shopping mall could improve further. That's about the end of my video. And as usual, if you like my video, please like, please share with your friends and subscribe to my Rent House channel. If you have any more you would like me to visit and review, also kindly comment below. So I see you in my next episode of Jalan-Jalan Shopping Mall.